You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
Gonna be here all night with that intro. All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. It is Saturday in the UK. January 7th, 2023. How are we? Doing good? You made it. You made it to the weekend. Congratulations, 9-to-5ers. Now you enjoy the weekend and you take a load off here at Goof On and just enjoy, because we've got a good one tonight, as we do. So I'm still okay. I'm alive. Feel great. End of story. I know I didn't post the video because I fell asleep. I'll post it right after this show. The members video that I did, all the video I was showing. Yeah, I know, I forgot. Still pumping up that poll to 10,000. We're almost at 9,700. Looks like if it doesn't stop, and it could stop right now. And we may never see 10 grand. It may never happen. But thank you for subscribing to the show. We got a lot of newcomers here. It's not your grandfather's show. It is not like any other show about UFOs, the paranormal, conspiracy, weather phenomenon, and everything else in between. We talk about it all. We go every day. We say what we feel, and we feel what we say. Welcome to freedom of speech. Goof On is the only show that tells it like it is, truthfully and honestly, every single day. And we're not perfect, and if we're wrong, we admit it. Not an expert on UFOs, expert on bullshittery, which is all over ufology. But for the most part, we just like to have a good time, go over the news, and like today, we'll talk about what if it isn't aliens that's abducting everybody? It's humans, and they drug you, and you see the alien. I want to ponder that thought a few, because I really don't know. I'm very, very, very confused. And I came up with, AARO, the new Office for Ufology. Top 10 excuses AARO should have used for the late UFO report. And we'll do that too. It's something new on the show. Top 10. Yeah, I'm stealing it from Letterman. So what? He's off the air. Nobody's doing top 10s. I decided I would do our own top 10. And you know what? We'll do it right after a roll call, everybody. Nathan from the Quantum Show. Welcome to this show. Off 007. Tony Introvert. Hey, who's this guy? Welcome to the show. Samo Goofonian Rockstar. The best. Welcome to the show. Jim Davison. What's up, Jim Davidson? Good to see you. Happy weekend. Mike Geometria Nerd 444. What's up, Mike? What do you say there, Chief? Good to see you back, man. It's not even 24 hours. What are we doing? Karen the Good Twin. Good to see you. Yeah, the bad twin was here last week. Forget about it. Samantha Morris, the kitty cat with the best hat in the business. Welcome to the show. Diane Boss, welcome to the show. Jeff Garvey. Coming to the plate. Number 3. Jeff Garvey. It's the greatest name. The richest YouTube channel. Here they are. How do you be? What do you say? Good to see you here today. Derek Faulkner with the LKNER. How you doing, Chief? Welcome to the show. Moonlick's here. How you doing, Chief? Good to see you too. Yeah. Right. Hi, Dorothy. Dorothy Hawkins. Hello. Hey. Wait a second. No, I gotta go get it. I can't do the I need my chat. And I thought I brought it in. I'll get it. Well, Johnny D, what's up? John, Southern Exposure, welcome as well. And Big Fat Creep. Everybody, Brookers, how you doing? Helen, welcome both of yous. And let's get going. Conundrum! Your mama. Jerry Marwood's here. How you doing? FAP throwing it down. Good to see everybody. Look at us. If I didn't say hi, it doesn't mean I don't love you. I mean, you get that, right? Just got a show to do. And Tim Freestone, have to say hello. All right. So, how do I want to start the show off? Do I want to get your palate wet a little? There's some things I didn't get to last night because I just ran out of time. Some good strange stuff. Strange stuff to look at. All right. So here's a little. All right. So you know how I said I would have some good guests. So I just sent one out. Hopefully I'll get a reply today or tomorrow. And I don't want to say who it is yet until it's confirmed. Because I know people out there. And when you start going for the big time guests, there's haters out there that will tell them, stay away. Don't go near that guy's channel. He's just going to joke with you. They cock block the guest. They talk crap about you and the guest goes, oh. Richard Dolan did that last year, whenever it was. He set up this whole thing to do a pay-per-view special with Third Phase of Moon and all this stuff. He even promoted it, and somebody got to Dolan and said, what are you doing? Why are you going on doing this with Third Phase of Moon? Don't you realize? And Dolan backs out. What kind of pussy are you that you have to listen to another person make your decisions for you? That's why Richard Dolan is married to Tracy, because I guarantee it, she keeps that shit in order. He may be some sort of whatever. Dolan's not even relevant, but he is, because people keep we can get Dolan in our documentary. He'll do it. He'll do it for nothing too. Right? So that's how Dolan's staying relevant. Sure, I'd have Dolan in my documentary. I'm a hypocrite. You need people, right? But I get it. Why do I smell? Did I step in something? All right, I'm going to play this video to get your palate wet. I'm going to go grab my phone. And this is a few minutes. I've already watched it. See, it says watch again and giddy up.
Do you think some of the just essential craziness, zaniness of crash wreckage, retrieval, and all that stuff in there, is that why they're having a hard time with this report? Are they trying to square a circle that they don't know how to square right now?
No, look, everybody I'm talking to is telling me that we're tying ourselves in a knot about this for no good reason, and that it's quite common in the Congress for reports like this to be delayed. And in fairness to, I think, Sean Kirkpatrick, the guy who's in charge of the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, poor bugger having to write that into a document every day. In fairness to him, I'm told that AARO is incredibly under-resourced and that they're still hiring staff, and that frankly they haven't got they haven't got sufficient staff to be able to bang a report like this together.
Well, then let me invoke our college years, my friend. Okay, when you had a report due and it was due on Friday, and you woke up on Tuesday and said, "Damn it, I didn't start that report. I better get to it." Did you go to the professor and say, "Yeah, I kind of had a kegger last week and I haven't quite recovered. Can I have another couple of weeks on it?" You didn't get to say that. You had to buckle down and write the report. So I'm saying, why does a college student have to work harder and meet a deadline better than our own government on a matter of such importance that it's in a newly passed law and has been something that it's clear the government has been investigating for 8 decades? So the days of Bryce giving people a pass, and I hate to speak of myself in the third person, so I apologize.
No, I think you're absolutely right. I think we formally make it that Ron Moultrie, who's the guy responsible from USD for all of this, let's give Ron Moultrie an F. No matter what happens, we're not going to give it a pass mark. The UAP report officially receives a fail.
It receives a fail. And by the way, on the topic, I agree with you very much.
Of course it gets a fail. And Ron Moultrie, he was the guy trying to work the video. He was the guy running the first UFO Congress thing they had last year. So with that being said, I have the top 10 reasons why AARO, the top 10 reasons they should have used for their excuse. Do we have a drum roll or anything like that? I don't even have a drum roll, do we? No drum rolls, huh? That's terrible. I don't even have a drum roll. Well, I never had any drum roll. Let's see. Maybe I'll grab one here. Here we go. Let's grab a drum roll, please. All right. This is good. Good. This is good. Stupid. All right. Hold on. Drum roll, please. All right. We'll get that in the background. Okay. Drum roll, please. The top 10 excuses AARO should have used for the late UFO report. Number 10, midterm election. First time, wait, what does that say? I can't read this. Stop the roll call. Wait, because midterm election first, then the most important UFO report. Because they were, at the time, they were getting ready for the election, October 31st. So that was always my excuse. All right, we'll continue. Number 9. There's only one employee, which is true. Number 8 excuse AARO should have used for the delayed UFO report. There are no such things as UFOs, so why bother? Number 7. I don't know what a UFO report is. A UFO? What's ufology? You mean ufology? See, they're getting confused at the AARO office. Number 5. UFOs is a government psyop. Did I say that out loud? Number 4. No, there's more. We only had 75 years to prepare for this. We need more time. Number 3. Bags, birds, balloons, and trash. Number 2. Who's Lou Elizondo? And the number 1 excuse AARO should have used for the late UFO report is... What UFO report? Oh! That's gotta hurt. That was good. Thank you very much for the drum roll. Thank you. See, that worked out. Huh? It didn't. No. Yeah, it was a big swing and a miss. It's not easy. Yeah, I don't have 12 writers. It's just me. All right. But seriously, it's funny to see other people talking about why they think the UFO report is late. And all we get is excuses. They're understaffed. We didn't have enough time. They knew in 2020. It's by law, which is what Bryce and Ross were saying. Hey, man, if you had a deadline for a college report and you don't get it done on time, what kind of grade are you going to get? That's right. Forget about it. Unbelievable. You can help support Goof On. I forgot. I know. You can support the show. We live off you. Sort of. Super chat, super sticker, PayPal, Cash App. All the links are in the show description and the About page on Goof On. Next up. We're not getting that UFO report. You realize that, right? You guys realize that. Okay. There is never going to be. That UFO report won't be out until July. When did they have that? In June, July? Whenever they do it annually. Yeah, don't worry. We're going to have the rest of the UFO report. We just didn't have enough time. Don't have enough resources. It's just me. There's only one guy, working that whole place. So there's this Ancient Aliens, I think, had their new season start last night. And there's a thing here. I got to show this to you. I think I saw this on, Twitter. It's some new cash grab. Michael Huntington on Twitter posted this. The Infinity Pass. It says, don't forget the cash grab at Ancient Aliens Convention. $2,000 pass. Own a piece of Alien Con history with the Infinity Pass new for 2023. With a limited quantity available, the Infinity Package includes a limited edition Alien Con NFT designed by artist Raul Urias, plus an exclusive cocktail event with your favorite Alien Con experts. You'll also get priority access to the best programming Alien Con has to offer, including reserved seating for both the main and second stages, dedicated lines for autograph and photograph sessions, and more. $2,000, and there you go. Wow. Well, at least you get the limited edition Alien Con NFT. I mean, that's worth $2 right there. 200 bills. That's $2,000. $2,000, and with tax, that'd be like $2,130, depending on where. If there is tax, unbelievable. You want to round it up to, throw that extra dollar to your favorite charity? No. As a matter of fact, take $1 off, give it back to me. I need to buy some gum. I'm broke now after going to Alien Con. Come on, man. Talk about a cash grab. Madonna mia, huh? That's like a 3-course meal for 20. Somebody threw down a Jim. Hey, man, first one of the day. It's a super sticker. Hold on, let's see what this stick is all about here. Huh? What'd you throw down there, Jim? Huh? Throwing down stickers? Huh? I don't see it popping up. It's not popping up in the chat. See, this I don't need right now. Why? Why did it show up on StreamYard, but not in my, it's not in the chat. I don't see it. I reversed the whole page and a half. It's got to show up, right? There it is. It says a down arrow. It says here. Down here. Okay. Thanks, Jim. Hey, you know what? That's the first sticker of the day and a continuing supporter of Goof On. Mucho gusto, Genero. Well, thank you, Jim Davidson, for the $2 super sticker. Mucho gusto. Guja gusto. All over stickers. Huh? Yeah. Thanks, Jim. Continuing supporter of Goof On. Appreciate that. And moving on. That's a lot of money. Now, does that pass? Is that a whole for the whole year? Yeah. How, like, I guess if I had the money and I really wanted to meet everybody over and over again, then it'd be worth it. It'd be worth it. All right. So I've had this, holding on to this famous 19-second UFO footage, which could possibly be the greatest leak of all time or the greatest con of all time. CGI experts say this is the real deal. Have you guys seen this video? Well, you're going to love this. Let me pull it out. Excuse me while I whip this shit out. All right, here we go. It's 19 seconds of possibly the best UFO footage you're ever going to see, which I have to admit it looks so good it can't be real. Ready? Ready? You see it already, right? I'll play it a couple of times since it's so short. I know I'm muted. Talking to myself. Why does YouTube have to play games like that? Yeah, I know. I need to turn off the autoplay during the show. Thank you. I think it's a really interesting video, but for the life of me, I can't say this is real. I just can't. I mean, it looks great. What bothers me is that nobody's talking about it in the background. Right? This person's filming it, and then you hear somebody rummaging through a potato chip bag. Like nobody's going, ooh, wow. Nobody, you think there would be people all grouping on the side of that airplane looking at it out the window, but not one person mentions it. I am calling bullshit on this. Big time, smelly cockadoo. It looks dope, but CGI, it can't be real. Only because it's too good to be true. The people are not getting excited. The pilot doesn't come on. You don't hear him saying, please calm down. We've got a 30-foot disc that's just, 20 feet from the window. Nothing like that. People would be going, oh, you know, you would be hearing women in the background and guys going, and you hear all that rumble, mumble, jumble that you would hear if you walked inside of a busy airplane. We didn't hear that. We heard somebody eating chips. Well, opening a bag of chips. What sounded like a bag of chips? I don't know. I can't confirm it. I just happen to be looking out a scratchy window at 19 seconds of what may be the best or worst UFO footage in history. I don't like it because it's too good to be true. And usually when it is, it's not. And you gotta have people in the background. Why aren't people getting excited? You got a guy, you'd think guy or girl, recording this out the window would be like, are you seeing this? Hey, check this out, man. Everybody get your phone ready or get your camera ready. Nobody's saying anything. So what are you going to do tomorrow night? Oh, I don't know, Ed. Just looking out the window there and I saw Dallas, but nothing peculiar. What are you going to do this weekend? Oh, I don't know. There it goes. I don't know. Fake. AF fake. That's why it is. I can't prove it, but it is. Take me word for it. Please. Take my wife, please, if I had one. All right. Have you guys ever heard of a technique that sky watchers use called the sky-sun technique? So when I first got into ufology in 2004, a guy named Jeff Willis told me, you need to start looking outside for UFOs during the day. I said, during the day? Ooh, I didn't even think of that. I was only doing it at night. And he goes, use the side of your house to block the sun out and you'll see them. I didn't even have to go and do that. I already knew what he was talking about. But I did. And I recorded exactly what I'm going to show you now from a guy that I'm telling everybody, this guy's a joke. Tom Skywalker on Twitter. The worst. But I want to show you his goods. Because I want to tell you it's going to look like UFOs and you're going to tell me I'm wrong. But I'm not. Because I've done so much outside 20,000 hours, over 20,000 hours outside using every technique possible, only to find out that everything is bullshit. These are all, I call these particulates, dust and dirt, pollen. All sorts of stuff is floating in the sky. When you block the sun out like this, you're not seeing UFOs, but this guy will tell you he is. And go. And no sound, of course. That's the kind of guy he is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Guys, I can't tell you how many times I've seen these things. It's so silly. You've seen them. You just don't, you just don't compute it in your head. Because it's all over everywhere. It's dust and dirt. But this guy's trying to tell everybody it's UFOs. You have to watch out for this technique and watch out for people. Anybody that's making the claim that they're seeing UFOs this way, you can never trust because they will always look for a way to trick. Always. I know the type. You know I know. Ha, Dorothy, I was just thinking about you. I was like, I hope Dorothy doesn't, and she did. Thank you, Dorothy, for the $2 super dono. A dono for the new people who don't know. It's a donation with no sticker and no comment. It's a donation with nothing. A dono. But it's all love. It's understood. All right. Thank you, Dorothy Hawkins, for the 2 bones. Throwing them down, going right back into the goof on bowl for boots on the ground. Thank you, Dorothy. It really does. All right. Going to, I made a decision that within the next few months, one of two things are going to happen, if not both. It all depends on the funds. But I want to go to Coral Castle. That's right, Coral Castle. Now that I have a car, I can drive the 4 hours, no problem. That, and also I want to do the Haunted Mansion at Ripley's, believe it or not, with someone who lives in that area, in close to St. Augustine. I want to do both of those in February and in March, sometime in there. So just keep that in mind. I told you I want to do things. And the Man on the Street, which will be starting probably this week coming up. I'm forcing myself into doing this by telling you I'm doing it. All right. Stephen Greer says he had 3 friends and a former CIA director assassinated. Where'd you go? Assassinated because of his UFO research. Have you ever heard this story? Well, I want you to listen to this because people pick on Greer every single day I see it. And people just don't know, or they conveniently forget what Greer did for ufology in 2001-ish. 97 to 2001. Greer orchestrated the Disclosure Project. The Disclosure Project by Stephen Greer. Yes, everything's in that book. I was going to read some things from there later, just a couple of things that you don't know. And I also have some other stuff we'll go over. But Greer, if you take away the CE5, people still don't trust him, but I think they would trust him more than anybody in the last 5 years. Only because we've heard, see, a lot of people say Greer's this and that and the other thing, but they never prove it. They never prove anything. Forget the CE5. I'm talking about the other stuff. I know all about the CE5. Trust me. I wish it never existed. But guess what? Those same people on the angry UFO version of ufology, they pick on Greer, yet they're Elizondo was talking about ascension and all this stuff, connecting to the spirits with your frequency, your vibration, right? Yeah, but he was calling Greer a terrorist, right? A whacking hole, a crybaby. That's what he was calling Greer. And yet, he spills the same beans when he's out there on the circuit talking his POS narrative. That is all a lie. But here's Greer talking about what he does and history.
It's pretty bold that you're out here like telling your story. Am I right?
She's cute.
Yeah, you know, in the 90s, I had 3 members of my team assassinated helping us, and a former CIA director, Bill Colby, was assassinated helping us.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Jiminy, I didn't know this was going to take this turn. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Shh. It's okay. Just let it go. God is with you, Greer. He will save you. He will protect you. That's why you're still alive. Don't you see? You mean something to this world. That's why they didn't kill you. It's okay. It's okay. Nah, it's all about money. Ha, just kidding. Fake crying. Poor guy. He's done a lot. He's done a lot. And people just hate him. but they can't wait to talk about what he talks about. Same way I can't wait to talk about what they talk about and what everybody else talks about. It's because we're so desperate for new information, something that we could look at and feel proud to talk about and share with our family and friends. And those stories seem to be coming far and few between. The more this field continues to grow into a shameful path of breadcrumbs that lead to nowhere and takes us everywhere. Everywhere we turn. It's aliens. It's gotta be. Fits. Right? Well, if it isn't aliens, maybe it's, maybe it's ghosts. Maybe ghosts are aliens. As I saw some people today talking about. And we, of course, talked about that. I wish Greer never did that CE5. I wonder what people would be saying about. Same thing? You think they'd be saying the same? All right, here's a weird UFO sighting. This guy, it's 27 seconds long, says, it looks fake to me, but I'm going to show this to you. And we've seen similar looking sightings like this over time. Take a look. I think it's fake, though. Like, I have no idea what I'm looking at. Do you? So, I'm assuming this is the beach, this is water, there's land back there, and this is a craft? Oh, yeah, that's fake. Oh, it doesn't get any faker. I didn't watch the whole video. Yeah, it is a triangle. It looks good, though, for a fake. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah, make it dark so nobody can tell you're not doing the tracking right or however it is you're making that show up. That's fun. God, that's awful. Awful. We've seen some good, awful things today. But that one video I showed you that was not CGI, that 19-second video, people really think that's real. Check this out. The 19-second footage, which is often claimed to be a clip of the lengthy video, shows a round saucer-shaped object like the McMinnville UFO photographs, hovering near an airplane, then moving forward, maneuvering below the aircraft wing and flying upward. It is said to be a screen recording of the actual video. There are many theories on the origin of the video. It was published on the internet several times in the late 2000s, which makes it difficult to find out its original date. The earliest source of the video publications is YouTube. It was uploaded by a user, Frosani, on March 6, 2008, with the caption, UFO from plane. The user described that the UFO was captured from the window of a blue panorama flight from Rome to Paris on April 29, 2006, but there are other sources saying it was shot in the 90s with the description, clear, full evidence of military-tested saucer reproductions over U.S. skies around Nevada desert. This footage is late 90s recording, very short, as the full video is now offline altogether. These two versions of the description of the same video make it really confusing for experts to understand the true nature of the video, but there's more to the story. A Reddit user, Hughes and Holt, did a little research and contacted Frosani. He asked the YouTube user about the video and found she is not the owner of the video. Below is the reply from Frosani. Oh, I don't want to read it. It was quite a surprise to discover all this hype and interest about a video. Oh, here it is. I had almost forgotten. I am the owner of the YouTube channel, but not the owner of the footage. I had an interest in visual effects as a hobbyist, and I used to collect some inspiring videos and fantasize on what techniques would allow to recreate them. This guy did it. Why does he just say it? The footage of your interest was copied from a zip drive belonging to a university friend of mine who knew about my hobby. We are not in touch any longer, and I don't have any further information about the origin of the video. I am not a UFO passionate. To me, it was simply probably a fake downloaded from the internet or some early 2000 CD-ROM thing. The only detail that could be useful for your research is that my friend's father's work was based in Aviano in northern Italy. By the way, when I put the video on YouTube, I didn't edit it in any way. The only intervention was on the description, in which I reported the details of a blue panorama flight from Rome to Paris, which had brought me to France sometime before. It was then dismissed a few years later, to my great deception. I'm sorry, but I'm probably not giving you relevant information for your research. This exact UFO clip was used in the 60 Minutes documentary on New Zealand and worldwide UFO sightings, marked as a simulation. It was produced with the assistance of Suzanne Hansen, a director of UFOcus NZ Research Network. Was it really a simulation or an actual video used in the documentary? This possibility can be considered as the actual 8-second film of UFO landing at Holloman Air Force Base used in the 1974 documentary. According to UFO researcher and author Grant Cameron, journalist Chris Sharp also gives credence to the... Oh, come on. Has the video been debunked? Many people who claim to be working in the aviation field found the video too good to be real. However, they failed to provide a valid explanation for the video to be fake. It is obvious that many would think this could be computer generated, but some CGI experts say that it requires a great setup to create such effects. Additionally, many find a discrepancy in the audio of the clip. Perhaps it was edited. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Nobody knows. Nobody cares. Why do I read this? Oh, here's a better version of it. Let's take a look at this. Here we go. Oh, yeah, that's much better. I think I see less. Huh? All right, that did us no good. You know what I mean? Is this show moving along? I feel like we're just in slow motion. Are we in slow motion? We're in slow motion, aren't we? What's this? If you need to have the mention Zach Bacon's that shit's, man, I'm sure you can get off limits areas. Yeah, maybe. I am going to start reaching out to those people. He does. Greer does have a Joker-style grin. I can't do it. I don't have that type of face. It's not in my DNR. What's up, Backyard Astronaut? Getting sick and tired of people creating videos of a subject that needs to be solved. I don't understand why people would fool the world and create fake videos all the time. You know why? And thank you, Backyard Astronaut. Appreciate you. Because they just want to see if they can get away with it. Sometimes they just post it in hopes that it would go viral and they can make a buck. Depends on the channel, the person, the reason they're doing it. There's a lot of college kids, a lot of kids in school, regular high school and whatnot, that just make videos because they're everywhere. That's why it's so hard to figure it out. And they're getting very, very good. Thank God we've been doing this long enough to know, but you know, one day it's going to be indiscernible. With the AI that's coming out, it's out. The AI is out. And in 2 years, we are going to be seeing UFO videos and we're going to think they're real. And we're all going to be fooled. That is the next step in the buffoonery of ufology. And the government will use it to their advantage, and they're going to make videos with the AI. They're going to put in military battle with UFOs. Maybe that's going to be the invasion that we're going to false flag. You know, maybe that's how it's going to start. As soon as the AI can make shit look real, I don't know. They could already make it look real. Look at the movies. I just saw Avatar. It looked real. Yeah, it was in 3D too. My God. That movie was fun. I thought about it the whole time. What's that? You know, somebody said something about that, and I don't know. I haven't heard anything in a long time. It's not going to happen.
Anybody seen Richie?
Jesus.
Huh?
You guys didn't tell me.
I'm gonna keep coming back until somebody remembers seeing Richie.
If he looks left. Oh, he looked right. Shit. Damn it. He almost saw me. You guys have got to let me know. Oh, now my nerves are going. I'm telling you. I don't like to do this on air. I can't believe it. Unbelievable how you guys were going to do that too. Just let him come in and say whatever he wants. I bet you he's going around looking for, what's his name? Bobby Lupo? Richie Lupo? What's his name? Huh? Oh, here's a preview of what happened.
What's the matter? How you doing over there? Hey, Officer Big Shot, come to bust my balls, huh? Yeah. This here is a detective. And what, narcotics now? That's right. Yeah. Now I want you all to be very nice and tell this big fucker Mamaluke over here anything he wants to know.
Oh, Vinny, come over here, Vinny. Listen, you shouldn't talk to me that way. You know why? Because, like, you and I, we don't know each other so good. You were still sucking your thumb when your brother was around town sucking dicks. But just the same, you shouldn't talk so tough, all right?
Hey, my brother was here. You wouldn't talk shit like that.
Sorry about
If
that,
he's
ladies.
not here, and you know why he's not here? Why? Because he's a chicken shit fucking pussy asshole, you know?
Sorry about that. I didn't know there was that much swearing right there. Gosh darn it. I'm sorry. I hope I don't lose anybody over that. Got a couple of jamokes jumping into the show. What do you expect me to do? It's Seagull. Comes around. He looks for me. Believe me, he doesn't want me to get 10 G's. Now, you guys are a little taking a little too much. Calm down. I think you know what you need? That's right. Sing it along. Come on, everybody.
What are they? Why are they? What do they mean? What are they? Why are they? What do they mean?
What are they, everybody?
Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields. Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields. Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields.
Secrets in the fields.
Secrets in the fields.
All right, you calm now, everybody. Okay, you're back to yourselves. You're feeling pretty good. We got hour number 2 coming up right here, right now. Let's get this show going. So, I got something I want to talk about. And a lot of people aren't going to like it. You're going to hate it. Nah, you're going to like it. Let me see. Proof? They are hiding secrets of our true origins. Captain Robert Scott, Antarctica Archives, 1912. This is supposed to be something. I was going to do a whole show on this, just this. But I said no. I don't want to. Takes too long. I need help. I don't know if these pictures are real. I've never seen this before. I'm really curious to know if this is true. I did no research. I just want to pull it up and have a discussion and look at these incredible things that they're claiming are from Antarctica. Pyramids, structures, sculptures, bathing, take a look.
These photos are from the Captain Robert Scott Antarctica Archives, 1912. All I have done is zoom in and crop them so we can see them better. There were advanced civilizations all over the Earth. This is ultimate proof they are hiding secrets of our true origins and history.
In Antarctica. Come on. All right, look at this. This is in Antarctica. This here, come on. I mean, I see snow, in the background. It looks Antarctic-y. It does have that Antarctic vibe. But so does Mars. Mars reminds me of this as well. Watch. Unbelievable, right? If this is real, stop it. Do you know if this is real? Anybody? A lot of bare ground, David Wilcox. This is amazing if it's true. So I'm going to do a little bit of a dive into this because I don't think it's real. I think this is bull. But me. Look at that. Are you kidding? I love this. You never see them with snow on them. Yeah, every time we see this kind of architecture, it's always in a jungle or in a desert. Capiche? Oh, it's a one capiche show. Stay aboard, everybody. Don't go yet. Here we are. Look at that. See? I mean, what are they doing? What are these, icicles? I don't know. Oh, those are, oh, wow. Okay. Those are columns. Yeah, wow. It's like Rome or something. Rome? Did I say Rome? It's like Greece and Rome. It's Rome. Come on. See, now I'm calling bullshit on this. I'm calling a big honking stinking bag of duty right here. There ain't no way they found that in Antarctica. And if they're hiding this from us, you know what I mean? They might as well say, they're aliens. That would make me angry, like you wouldn't believe. Then why is it that Admiral Richard Byrd, when he was over there, when was it, 1930s something? He said, oh, there was, all this lush and all this and that. And then they attacked him and he was in a war and he shot some down and lost a lot of men and came back, told the story on TV as if it really happened. He didn't look like he was lying. You know me, I look at all that. I look at the micro expression. That's micro expression. That's what that means. That's what I was well, you know what? We could even pull up an Admiral. I almost said Richard Byrd. Admiral Richard Byrd. Hello, this is Admiral Richard Byrd. I can't do it. I haven't done that in a million years. Let's watch the rest of this. No need to make fun of anybody. Who's making fun? Oh, you see, this is where they had the pool and all the orbs came in. I don't know what's going on. Could be a dock. It could be some sort of thing. Oh, that's cool. I don't know what this is, but you know what it looks like? Fake. That looks horrible right there. But I have nothing to compare it to. Oh my God, I have nothing to compare it to. Nothing compare it to. COVID. Oh God. Can this please be real? Are those the Scandivoids? Those are the Scandivoids, reptilians, right? Those are the reptilian / Vikings, right? Vikilians. Aren't those the Vikilians? Vikingians? Well, there's something. There they are. Yeah, that looks like, see back here, that looks fake to me. This looks fake. I'm calling bullshit on a level of reality. I don't know what that means. See, even that looked fake. Come on. You know what I mean? And of course I'm going to look at the shadows. And then I see this here. Something's wrong. The shadow goes this way, and then it's over here. It looks a little more straight. I don't know. It could be the angle. The shadows do play tricks with shapes, trust me. I have been next to two buildings almost side by side, and the shadows went different ways. That's right. Yep. Yep. Come on. So these could be like, I would have to guesstimate the age if I was to be a guesstimator on how old this is. Compared to everything else that's on the earth that looks like this is usually, I can't say usually, but typically found in the desert. And those are said to be 5,000 years old. Then we go Göbekli and all that, 15,000. I'm going to say these are the Göbekli Teplians. I'm going to say this is their 15 to 20,000 years ago. That's my hunch. That's my hunch. It's a good hunch. It is. It's a good hunch. You figured it's in the cold weather, so it's not really going to deteriorate, right? It's not going to get awful, just like in sand, in the hot weather, dry climate. Over here, it's dry and cold, which I think is better than dry and hot. I'm not too sure. But I think they're about the same. So I think the age of this thing, if real, it's about, 20,000 years. And the reason it looks this good, because humans haven't been around it. You think? You didn't have Napoleon coming over and shooting the nose off it. You know that's just a lie, right? Napoleon never shot the nose off the Sphinx. Okay, we're on the same page now? Good.
These photos.
Unbelievable, right? I don't know. It's fun to talk about, though. That's one thing So number one mystery of all time is death. What happens after we die? The next would be, did we make contact? Are there any other aliens or beings out there intelligent? That's the next one, right? And what would be number three? What would be the number three mystery? JFK? I'm talking more like worldly stuff, not war stuff. Interesting. I do think, though, it's about 20,000 years ago, man. It could be 50. I don't know. I'm not an expert on that stuff. But if that's real, then that means they would have to rewrite the history books. And we've learned over our lifetime that they don't like changing history. Even though the evidence is right there, right in front of everybody's face. They don't want to rewrite books. Isn't that weird? Why? Why wouldn't we? All right, so who cares what the dead people already learned? They're dead. You got to worry about passing on the right information to the people that are alive. Give me the right information so future generations can understand what we went through to get that information and why it was withheld from the public. Okay? Can we move that forward? Why does everything have to be a secret? They don't think people can handle it. Individually, we can handle it. But when you get around other people, people feel the energy from the other people. Oh yeah, you too? You don't believe it either? Oh man, you and me, we're gonna, you too? And then everybody bonds together. And then they, the energy, and they start rioting. Let's go cross Area 51. I just don't understand it. I really don't get it. All right, what's the worst that could happen? Global Financial collapse, maybe. Religions. See, I think religion has gotten smart over the years. I think religion knows, all of them, that if you believe in a God and aliens showed up, God created those aliens too. That's how I would believe that. I believe it. I believe whatever made us made the aliens. However it may be, we're all made from the same stuff. Stardust, Star Wars, think, think. Rogue One, my little Stardust. It's under Stardust, go get it! Corinthian, what was his name? Corinthian Leather? What was his name? Cassius. I saw Cassius in a movie from 27 years ago. He looked like a little, well, he must have been a little boy. He was like 16 or 17. Okay, I'll do that. It was so weird seeing him that young. Same head, same haircut. He looked exactly the same, just a little older now. Very strange how that happens. I guess we all do that. I guess that's called getting old, right? Yeah, I don't know what to do about Antarctica. We can't go there. We can't find anything out. Even if you were a billionaire, do you think you could buy your way into Antarctica? I would love Elon Musk to go to Antarctica. That would be, okay, my third top thing, mystery of all time would be, is there life on the moon, in the moon, or is the moon a spaceship? I want to know. I want to know what the moon is, and I want them to show me. I'm feeling so much moon. I want to live. I want a moon. I want to go when it's noon. So that's, top three. So alien life, or life after death, aliens, and then is there life? Now life on other planets, that's the same thing as life on the moon. So then I would have to bring it back to Earth and say, is Antarctica hiding anything? Oh, what am I thinking? The greatest mystery of all. Are we hiding any alien shit? Yeah, that, of course. I guess that would be in number 2, right? It all fits in there. I can't really think of any. I can't think of anything magical that I'm interested in figuring out. Like, what great mystery do I need to know about before I die? I want to know aliens, life after death. How's that? And what else? There's nothing else that I care for. Like, that's it. Yeah, other than saying, I'd like to know what the future is going to, I can't know that. Nobody can show me the future. So, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. See, that's a tough one. I don't like that. What's up, Alfie Joe Bob? How you doing? Jimmy Satterfield. Hey, what's up, Chief? Mind blown. How you doing this evening? I was going to say over you at Peas. Brian? Sean? Brian. What's up, everybody? All right. Kanye. Oh, this is a great place for Kanye. Poor Kanye. He's trying. Poor little Kanye. I may have one of his videos here that I don't know who he was talking to, but it was actually a good video. And I'm not a Kanye fan, but what he's talking about, I can't talk about on YouTube. I can't. No, you just can't. Oh, this is funny. I like this girl, right? I think she's, I don't know, just clever. I like her personality really more than anything else. Just like that style of attitude. But she has this comedian. This is so funny. Listen to this.
White people in commercials? Man.
He said there's no white people in
What a
commercials.
crazy time. If you watch an American commercial right now, you'd be like, oh, what happened to the white people? Did somebody kill them all? Where'd they go? It's just like a Japanese woman with a Mexican woman, and they're married, and they have a black kid. And they're like, Concerta.
People aren't actually upset that white people aren't in commercials anymore because of a race thing. These commercials are just not authentic anymore, and it's so obvious that they are just casting people to fill a quota and to like pat themselves on the back for whatever like weird political agenda they're on that day. And they're all in a wheelchair too. Somebody else said, remember when you were funny? Oh, that's right, you never were. Because he's stating the obvious that you don't want to hear? Somebody else said, can't tell if this is just plain racism or if he attempted a joke. People in this comment section were livid.
Amazing how people just don't get the joke. I don't know. It seemed more clever earlier today. Wasn't as funny second time around. But yeah, anyway. That's just, is that being brought into ufology? You want to know why it isn't? There's just not enough. There's diversity, but ufology is 85% male, mainly white males. I think it's 68% white male out of that 85%. And the rest, of course, are women and so on. That's not something that would happen in ufology, right? Sometimes I would think about that, like the debrief with Jimmy Church, saved Christina Gomez from failing after she lost her channel. And I think they kind of wanted her a part of that as some sort of younger generation and some diversity and some sort of, I don't know anybody that really talks about Christina Gomez as being a go-to for the information, but she's got some followers. But nonetheless, it just seemed that way. They were trying to make it more diverse on that debrief. That's what I was trying to say, because that's what they're doing. And our own, the administration that we have today, hey, I don't mind the diversity, but you got to give people the job who qualify for it, who has a higher test score, who tested better. Not because we got to have a woman, we got to have a man. Now, did you know there's Asians? There was some Asian group that does not want, like, if you have your token white male friend and you want to bring him over to one of your dinner parties with your other Asian friends, you have to ask your other Asian friends if it's okay if the white male can come to the dinner party. It's getting totally weird out there, man. I mean, talk about as racist as you could be. That's the most racist thing anybody could ever say. And they're, we don't want to be racist, but we don't want that white shit here. Imagine if that was switched. My goodness. Death Proof Bum 01 with the 5-pounder. Just for the Gobekli Teplion comment, which... I don't even realize what I'm saying. The Gobekli Teplions. I just say it, man. Sometimes it sounds right. But thank you for the $5. I'll take the 5-pound 5-quitter. Quid. 5-quitter, not quitter. That's funny. The Gobekli Teplions. Yeah. Well, they got the Egyptians, right? You got Egyptians, so... And the Easter Islanders, right? You got them. So why not? Thanks. Thanks for recognizing that. I mean, I didn't even recognize. I just said it, and that's that. That's the end of it for me, but I'm glad that had a lasting effect. Thanks, Death Proof Bum 01, a continuing supporter of Goof On, and I think a good friend of the show. I don't know what that means half the time. I just say it. Yeah, it's all right. Everybody's a friend. Everybody's of equal status here. Nobody's above anybody else. I'm above everybody. But other than that, everybody, no. He didn't mean it, but he is going to be the best. It's the greatest UFO network. It's going to be the greatest. The best. I can't do Trump. I've never tried. Yeah, that's the best. That's all I can do. I don't give a shit. Everybody does Trump. It's like everybody doing Schwarzenegger. It's like everybody can do Schwarzenegger. It just somehow it fits into everybody's vocal cords. I don't know how that works. All right. I know some people are here for some serious shit. Sometimes we do a lot of serious talk. Sometimes we have some moderate. Sometimes we don't. And how do you feel about this? All right, let's pull this up. What is this about? Oh my God. Not right now. I'll save that for the end of the show. That's for laughs and giggles right there. Actually, that's hysterical. To me, anyway. Hey. Whoa. Oh, that was weird. Huh. I wonder if I did that. I keep picking on the woke because it's just funny to me. It's just, I don't understand it. I mean, I get it. I understand what they're trying to do. It's just, it's not really the right way to do it, I wouldn't think. Throw it in everybody's face. I don't know, man. I have some videos here that I was going to play for you. And what I'm doing is I'm clicking through them and I'm not going to play them for you. I'll show you why. I must have been a little high when I picked these videos and thought this might be good for the show. Here's one of those videos I thought, well, this could be a new segment. Here's one of the videos that I thought would be good for the show. All right, new segment. Videos that shouldn't make the cut, but did. And then we'll talk about why aliens maybe not abducting us. It could be all humans. Good God, I looked at the clock and I was expecting to see 8 something and it was 6 something. And that just wow, I bought 2 hours back. That was cool. All right, here's this video that shouldn't be played, but it was chosen for the show. Is it time to upgrade the English language? Why would I choose this, you ask? I don't know.
So if we elect collectively to upgrade the English language to a higher frequency through our linguistic creativity and naturally occurring verbal eccentricities, then ultimately, even clatter from our idle chatter, prattle patter, blabber blather and palaver as we jabber gab in Babylon, will turn our glowing terms from verbal vapor, either hanging in the air or trapped on paper, into tiny bits of shiny matter as we gather, chat, and natter on, and with new skill at thrilling statements that instill fulfilling imagery of higher possibilities, will finally still the quiet riot of the wild child's manic panic through the mind, so we can flip the switch, enlightening every circuit of our consciousness. So if we feed
a five for the fum. I smell a dirty bum. Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers, but he couldn't hack it, so, he got 3 to 5, and he got out with good time, a little early. Phanabatal shabatal beebity bop. I don't know why I picked that one. Maybe because I thought it was funny? Whew. See, something like that could really set somebody over the edge. Something like that could really put somebody over the edge. Let me show one. We got one more. We've got one more we could show that shouldn't be on the show. But I have it here. And I picked this for tonight's show. But I chose not to show it to you. But I'm going to show it to you because that's the new segment. The video I chose for the show that I didn't show you, but I'm going to show you what I didn't show you. Capiche? Oh, it's a two capiche show. This is getting insane. This is why I did not want to play this short video. Ready? All right, calm down. Let's not get mad. I know where this is going to go already. Calm down. Just sit, relax. This is ufology. This is my ufology. And we're going to talk about why aliens, abductions by humans. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Coming up right after this video.
Never seen in my 5 years in Romania a drunk girl. They drink and they have fun. You'll never see one stumbling. You'll never see one fall over. Do you know why? Because it brings shame on the family and people will talk and her father will kick her ass. So they won't do it. I was in a taxi and it was 3 a.m. and these two girls were in the taxi and they were walking through the park. And I said, I still find it very strange that girls walk alone at night here, everywhere, and there's no problems. And the taxi driver said to me, yes, but they're Romanian girls. A Romanian wouldn't hurt a Romanian girl. As in, it's like, why would someone hurt her? Because we're all Romanians. That's completely gone from the West. So that was like mind-boggling to me. Romania has no economic prosperity, but they have morality. It's the most Christian country in the world, 99.9% Orthodox Christian. I've been on dates with 27-year-old women who have to be home at 10 o'clock because their father said so. Like, their families stick together. They have no social welfare programs, no disabled people programs, nothing, because the family look after them. But there's no old people home. Family looks after them. All these things we have in the West, they have none of it. It's just family. Family takes care of all those problems.
Imagine, not seriously, imagine that. No health care. Your family takes care. Everybody takes care of everybody. Everybody pools together. Everybody lives together, though. But you're not bound by your government. You're not reliant on your government. You are free, more or less, even though freedom is an illusion. Freedom is an illusion. Everybody knows it is. We just get more of the illusion here in the United States. We're not free to do whatever we want. I mean, I know there's the bad things, murder, rape, and all that other and hoaxing. Especially from the government. I mean, our government has been hiding the fact that UFOs exist. Well, what about aliens? And I've talked about this so many times, and there really is no answer for me because I've recorded things. I don't know what they are. Most likely balloons. I don't know. Satellites. I don't know. I've seen a lot of things I just don't know. But they all seem, everything else that I find out seems to have an earthly explanation. I do not think I have ever seen a real UFO. Honest to God. Now, I have seen a UFO. Let me rephrase from that. I have seen probably 6 real UFOs in my entire life. None of them were recorded because it was before that time. Right? But it was before the time that, I was able to afford a camera that was able to do that. What was I going to say? Fuck. What was I going to say? I forgot. Talking about something and then I got distracted. See? I wish I could rewind. Is there a way I could rewind? Hold on. Let me rewind the show here in the replay. Let's rewind it. I want to hear what I was saying. Here we go. Let's see. What was I just saying a minute ago? We're not free to do whatever we want. My hat's dirty. Oh, that's what I was saying. everything seems there's an explanation for everything. So if there's an explanation, in my opinion, for everything that's flying around in the sky, how do we explain alien abduction stories? How do we explain that? And they come in all shapes and sizes, all age groups, and all stages in life, all levels of power, and everybody, and every race, creed, everything, all over the world. People have seen them. Millions of people have had alien abductions. They said, I was awake, I couldn't move, I saw these beings with these big eyes, I was taken up through my own house, through the trees, into this light beam, into a ship, into a room, into a what looked like there were lights, a doctor, an instrument came down, went over my face, and we hear these stories time and time and time again. And from really, I'm talking real credible people that if their friends knew and their company knew, they would lose millions, if not billions of dollars. Those types of people have seen this stuff, have been abducted. Everybody from the 1%ers to the 99. Is it really happening? That's the problem I have. I really don't know. And this is the thing. Nobody comes back with any evidence. So without video, without real evidence, and I look, Betty Rubble, what was her name? Betty and Barney Hill? Betty Rubble. It's the only way I can remember. She had some stains on her dress, but never mind. And claims of being abducted, and they put something in her navel, and you know the story. And then people are saying she had the star map of the system, the Vega, and all this stuff in her head before they even found it, which, according to some people, is not accurate. We already had that information. Somehow she figured it out. Who knows? Betty and Barney Hill was so unique at the time. For an interracial couple at that time to want to come forward and talk about something that's so controversial that people will automatically put you in the crazy box as soon as they hear you tell that story. As an interracial couple at that time telling that story, I believe it happened to them. I believe they were abducted. I believe they did have an experience. And I'm not sure whether all the regression is accurate. We never do. But it painted a hell of a picture for us and for things to come. And since that Betty and Barney Hill incident, well, and then we progressed. And then we had Whitley Strieber, right? He started talking about stuff. People that saw that movie Communion, read the book, which was better than the movie. And the movie wasn't bad. If you understood and you really paid attention to that movie, it was really good. Better than people say it is. But I don't trust Whitley Strieber. He's a writer. Well, writers can't have an alien abduction? Yeah, but it's just a little weird coming from a guy who writes about all this stuff. Now talks about it. Oh, wow. All of a sudden you had to write a book. You wrote a book. Everybody went, oh, wow. And then you made a movie and everybody went, oh, wow. And then you heard that, oh, wow, and said, I can make more, oh, wow money. Yeah. Keep writing those books and telling those fairy tales. Without proof, I have a very hard time with abductions. Very hard time. But I've never been abducted. But I've had experiences where I swear it was real. For real. I mean, wow. I mean, Yeah. And those are dreams that I had when I was 13 and 14, and then also had the dreams when I was 36 of seeing the alien in the room at that time. That never happened before. That was amazing. So what is this phenomena? What are we seeing? Why are we seeing it? Because I don't buy into that theory where when people are awake and they see a bear and they get scared and they think they saw Bigfoot instead. I don't think the brain works like that. I think those people did see something. I don't think they saw a bear that looked like a Bigfoot man or woman. I think they saw something. I think we're living in a world that's more paranormal than normal. And we just don't know how to straddle both sides of it. Nobody does. Nobody can. It's an unrideable ride. It's like that for a reason. It's to give us an easier feeling to deal with things. Death. Maybe that's why we want to believe in ghosts. But I'm telling you, man, I've seen things. I can't retract what I saw. How does that happen? How do things move? Is it aliens doing it? Have the aliens always been here? Are they really sharing a dimension with us? Could they be right here next to me, right here, right now, in a different vibration, frequency, whatever you want to call it? I just can't see them. That's what I'm supposed to believe? You want me to believe that? Don't look at me. Don't you point. Don't you get out of it. You get out of my eye. You know, sometimes. Hey, Sean, how you doing? I saw it there. I was just talking for a minute. Thank you for the $5 super dono. £5, £5, excuse me. That's a big mucho gusto generoso support, sir. I thank you for that. And mucho gusto generoso. Appreciate it. And also, David Wilcox, again, with the $14, 14 pound, 14 quid PayPaler. Get some bangers and mash. I will. Need a little more for when I throw it back up. I'm going to have to buy a lot of food. No, I'm good. Thank you, man. Thank you for that. I'm going to get some bangers and mash. Okay, I have to ask, what's a banger? I don't know what a banger is. I want to make believe I know, but I can't, Mr. Wilcox. What is a banger? Thanks, Sean. Hey, Sean, is that your first one? I think that's your first time supporting Goof on that way. Let's give you Thank you for the support. There we go. See? I don't know what that is. Pork sausage? That's what a banger is? It's sausage? It's a wiener? Is it really? Well, Rich, first you banger. Okay. I thought mashing and banging was the same thing. I guess times have changed. Thank you. Very generous, yeah. Hey, question everything. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Think you've been here before. Lunar Sparkles 1, how are you? Good to see you too. Giddy up. All right, let's get moving back into the show. Now, what Andrew Tate said was amazing to me about family, about how Imagine if things were that way. Imagine if we lived in that city that we talked about yesterday with the 3 tiers where all the roads are on the middle tier. And then they have the surface where people do shopping and walking. And then all the way, the 3rd level is transportation and blah, blah, blah. You get that atmosphere he was talking about. Why is a Romanian woman walking alone in the streets at 2 a.m.? Because she's in Romania, and Romanians don't hurt Romanians. How about people just don't hurt people? That's such a weird concept. Right? How about people just don't hurt people? Let's just try that for once. All right. You guys know what the Fermi Paradox is, yeah? Do you guys know what that is? Let me see something here. I think I have 2 clips. One's shorter than the other. Let me see if this is the short one. All right, yeah, this is the 4-minute clip I want to play. I like this a lot. It's from Lex Fridman. Now, I'm not sure if it's Lex Fridman, because I've heard people call him that, and also people call him Lex Friedman, which I don't think it is. But I thought I heard him say Lex Fridman. He spells it F-R-I-D-M-A-N. So the Fermi Paradox, I'm going to pull up the definition of what that is. I know what it is, but I want to be accurate when I explain it. The Fermi Paradox is the discrepancy between the lack of conclusive evidence of advanced ET life and the apparently high a priori likelihood of its existence, and by extension of obtaining such evidence. If life is so easy, someone from somewhere must have come calling by now. The Fermi Paradox is the discrepancy between the lack of conclusive evidence of advanced extraterrestrial life and the apparently higher prioritized likelihood of its existence. This is about the absence of clear evidence for space aliens, for a type of estimation, see Fermi problem, is an estimation problem designed to teach dimensional analysis or approximation of extreme scientific. Huh? That's weird. I thought there was I want a better. Here, let's try this. The seeming contradiction serving as a challenge to believers in the existence of advanced life forms throughout the universe, that there is no scientific evidence of ET civilizations that they've tried to visit or communicate with Earth. That's the Fermi Paradox. I thought the Fermi Paradox was something else. I don't know. I don't even want to tell you what I thought it was at this point. I thought it was different. All right, let's. I want you to hear Natalie Cabral. She's a SETI astrobiologist, and in this clip, she pretty much says that the Fermi Paradox is invalid because of our anthropomorphic POV. Capiche? Oh, it's a 3 capiche show. Could we hit the record? What's the record? 5, I think. Fermi.
Intelligent civilizations out there. Now, I don't know how to define intelligence, but there's beautiful complexity. Like when you look at I've looked at enough cellular automata, which is a very primitive mathematical construction that when you run, complexity emerges. I've looked at that enough to know that it just seems like there's complexity everywhere out there. So that's why I'm deeply puzzled by the Fermi Paradox. It makes no sense to me. They have trivial answers to it. Why haven't aliens at scale not shown up? I think the 2 possible options for me is either we're too dumb to see it. They're already here. They've been talking to us through processes we just don't understand. Like what we experience as life here on Earth is actually they're everywhere. Conscious aliens could be consciousness. That when we feel love for one another, that could be aliens. When we, I don't know, or feel fear or whatever, that could be aliens.
When we feel love for one another, that could be aliens? What does he mean by that? That we're controlled by aliens? Listen, seriously, listen to that again, those two comments.
Dude, the two possible options for me is either we're too dumb to see it. They're already here. They've been talking to us through processes we just don't understand. Like,
right. Like maybe crop circles or lights in the sky and certain patterns. Okay.
Like what we experience as life here on Earth is actually they're everywhere. Conscious aliens could be consciousness. That when we feel love for one another, that could be aliens.
When we feel love for one another, that could be aliens. How? Because I don't. Because we're all inside of one, like a one hive mind, and because that one hive mind knows what love feels like. When we see somebody else and we fall in love with them, we understand what love is because of the hive mentality of that one mind, that it has accumulated all of love's history to trickle down to us. That's intense. That's like the tree of life in Avatar. All of the memories and all of our thoughts and our history and our bloodline is all in everything around us. Maybe it is aliens. That's an interesting. All right, let's hear what else he says.
When we, I don't know, or feel fear or whatever, that could be aliens.
I have to agree with you. None of this is scientifically provable right now. We talked a little bit already about that. But I would say that I do not adhere to the Fermi Paradox because it's very anthropomorphic. It's, it's an interesting exercise. Let's put it that way. But it's a typical example of seeing the universe through our own eyes. And this is where the limitation is. Understanding what's going on with complexity, as you said, and looking at the biophysical model and theories for the nature of life, I would agree that probably this extraterrestrial message is all around us. We're not yet capable of picking it up.
So then when we're talking about alien abductions, are they using a technology on our brain to make us like, what if it isn't aliens and it's us? But they have this technology and they aim it at us and it makes us see something that's not there. Or it distorts what we're seeing. I don't know, man. But if they could put voices in our heads, we could do that already. We could put voices in people's heads. So if we can do that kind of stuff, they can do it. They can do anything. If they're that advanced, if they're that technologically advanced, like we think and hope they are, and millions of years more advanced than we are, and have been around millions of years, if not billions of years, longer than we've been around. So apparently we can't go faster than the speed of light, right? Even the speed of light takes too long to go from point A to point B if you want to do it, right? It takes how long? 180 million years? Something like that to go across the Milky Way at light speed? It's really far. It's ridiculous. We would never see it. We would never be across. It's so huge. And that's just one galaxy. And if the Earth is only 4 billion years old, 4.5 billion years old, give or take, then, these aliens could have been here. They could have created the planet for all we frickin' know. What do we know? We don't know. We have to guess on all this shit. Right? We don't know. Well, the thing is, we can't go to Antarctica. Nobody's allowed to go there unless you get special this or a lot of money that. I don't know, but nobody's coming back with any alien evidence from any abduction that I've ever seen. Just great stories. I would imagine, though, because alien abductions have been going on for a long time. And if we go by the paintings and frescoes that we've seen that are hundreds of years old, maybe thousands, a couple of them anyway, seeing these hat-shaped, disc-shaped, triangle-shaped craft in the distance, beams of light shining down on what looks like baby Jesus and Mary and all this stuff. And I don't know. I don't know, man. There's so many different answers and variables and theories and hypotheses. How do we know what's real? We don't know what's real. We don't know what's fake. We don't know if reality's even real. We question reality now. We're questioning reality. It's been going on since the 70s, but Matrix reality, really? Could we be living in a Matrix? I mean, that blows me away. That would scare the bejesus out of me. And if some people think they're seeing ghosts and aliens, maybe they're just one and the same, and they work off that frequency in the ether. What is it? What do they call that ether? The ether? Sister, hold on. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me finish this. This is interesting.
But I think, unfortunately, even though that makes me sad, the way to pick it up is by studying life here on Earth, doing some of the science you're doing, better understand the nature of life until you realize, holy crap, the thing I was looking for all along has been here all along. Right?
Well, a good example of that, and it doesn't need to be an extraterrestrial civilization. Look at something that I really, whether or not it's real, I don't care, because in terms of intellectual exercise, I think it's fantastic. Look at the shadow biosphere. The idea that life didn't appear only once on Earth, but there were many different pathways of it. And today we know and we study the tree of life that led to us, from Luca to us. And the shadow biosphere is telling us that there are other pathways that came up at the time where life originated, but they are so different that we cannot recognize them as being living. And we cannot pick them up in our tests because our tests are being built to recognize life as we know it. And for me, again, I don't know if this theory will be verified or it would be discredited. But what I like about it is that it forces me to think on, how do I look for life? I don't know. So that starts here on our planet, not even with little green man. It starts with very simple life that can be so different that it might be just right in front of our nose and we don't see it.
Could be right there. That blows me away, because they could be. And people who do have experienced some sort of paranormal poltergeist activity, things when they move like that, that fascinates me more than the visual, of course, seeing a ghost or an apparition, even though that's supposed to be the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail for me is seeing an apparition pick something up. Like you see the object, and then you see the apparition holding it and then throws it at you or something, To me, that would be it. I've seen something move now, and that was like, even now I know what I saw, but I still try to say, yeah, maybe it was this, maybe it was that, maybe it was the wind, maybe it had something to do with the vape, and when I blew it, it went under it and lifted it. And there's no way it could have. I mean, it was a bowl, so just strange stuff in this world. Whether we are being abducted by aliens or humans or both, it's a horrible, horrible experience to have to go through. And God forbid you wake up during that experience and you're looking into the eyes of one of these things. I had a dream the other night when I was going through my little sickness. It was so weird. I saw a boy who was sitting it reminded me of a church, like a church pew, and there was sun coming in this way, and it was making it so bright that it was hard to see who this boy was. Maybe 10 years old, maybe 8, I don't know. But as I got closer, I saw that it was me as a little boy. And then the little boy changed into what looked like my brother who passed away when he was 13 and I was 7. And it transformed our faces. And I remember saying in the dream, "This is the first dream I've ever had of you." And then I woke up. And I remembered that like way later in the day. And I'm like, wait a minute, I had a dream. I just remembered it. And it was so bizarre. It was so real too. It was really cool. I think what happened is seeing Avatar in 3D, it must have done something to my eyeballs because, I had the weird experience and whatnot. And then I had that weird dream. It's just so real. And I'm watching the faces change. I'm like, oh, that's me. Like, that's my brother. I've never seen you in a dream before. And then I woke up. It was so just casual. I've never seen you in a dream before. Like, we have conversations every day. He didn't say anything. He just smiled. And he smiled like there's a picture that I saw when I was at my parents' house. And it probably snuck into my brain when I was there. It's so amazing how the brain works. So, alien abductions could definitely be done by your friendly neighborhood government. Why are there always... No, that's not true. Nope. Backtrack. It's just interesting, that's all. Could it be that the government does something to us? That we think we're going through the walls when they're taking us up into the ship? And what about the people who've been worked on? What about the women who claim to have babies removed from their uteri? What about them? Guys, I don't have those dreams. I don't have those dreams. Thank God the aliens know what male and female are, and they're not woke aliens. Everybody could be a man. Can everybody be a woman? No. Oh, no. What is a woman? Oh, God, no. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. Are you? Are you a biology? Do you know biology? Anyway, I don't know what's going on. It's a paranormal phenomena that's just been happening for hundreds, if not thousands of years. We I think the very first account was Betty and Barney Hill, right? Wasn't it Betty and Barney Hill was the first one to come out and they drew the alien head? And then after they came out with their story, everybody had the same story, right? And then the stories kept getting a little more brave. Oh, yeah, they took us, first starts out, they just took us in the craft. And then they took us in the craft and they did stuff to us. Then they took us in the craft, they did stuff to us. Well, and then they had us do stuff to each other. They did? They didn't do that when I was abducted. Well, they did to us. And then they had us film a lot of things that we didn't really want to film. What? You held a camera? It looked like a camera. I don't know. Oh, they brought in some farm animals. And like, what kind? What was there? Cows. Cows. There were cows, right? Cows. They brought in cows. And they drained them of all their blood. They soaked us in all their blood. They did? Yeah. And then guess what they did with the blood? We had to roll around in it. See if it stuck everywhere. Why? I don't know. And then they take the cows back without the blood. They just dump them anywhere. And then they clean us off with the disinfectant. Put us back, I don't know. We accidentally had each other's shirts on the last time they put us back in the house. Remember that, honey? I was wearing your bra and you were wearing my jockstrap. Remember that? Those aren't too far from the truth of what these stories are all about. You heard about 8 or 9 of the history's finest alien abduction stories right there. Yeah, it's just how I remembered them. So remember this. If the aliens are abducting you, it might be man himself. That would suck. It better be aliens. I swear, if it's you, man, if it's you, if it's the man, you know what I mean? Did I? Hold on. Is Lantonio's here? Hey, Lantonionio, how you doing, huh? Good to see you. Question everything. I thought I missed you. Did I miss it? I'm sorry. $5, 5 quid, 5 super sticker. Let's see what it's about. Let's see what super sticker we have from Questions Everything. Here we go. I can't see it. Is that it? There it is. It says hiya. It's the fox. Finny Fox is who that is. Finny and Fox. Saying hiya. Well, hiya. And thank you very much for the £5 5 quidder. Quid. And I believe that is your first super chat to Goof On that I recall. And with that, I like to do this. Well, thank you, Questions Everything, for the £5 5 quid super sticker. Hiya, Fox. Hiya. Guys! All over Baya. What? Hiya, Baya. Oh my God, I get it now. Thank you, Question Everything. Mucho gusto, generoso. Grazie. And grazie to everybody tonight that puts an end to the show. I'm Jaime Maussan. We'll say adios to everybody. Scarface? Hi. All right, stop. I can't stop. All right, I think the weeds finally hit me. It was Creeper Pot. It was really good, too. Really good. We'll be back mañana. This was the last Saturday in the UK show. From now on, every night will be at 7 o'clock. No more 5. Got it? Tonight's the last one. Enjoy it. You know, I got to do what I got to do. So we'll see you tomorrow. I don't know if I want to do a show tomorrow, but all right, I will. A lot of football on. If it's a good game, might have to change the time or, But thank you, moderators and super chatters. Mucho gusto, generoso, your time, and appreciate it. And thank you to the newcomers. Lots of newcomers. Tonight I was off. Yeah, I wasn't myself. I think I tried too hard. I tried too hard. Damn it. It happens. I'm all right. I'm okay. I tried too hard. Tried to make up for the... I don't know what I'm trying to make up for. But you know what we are. And if you're new here, you don't know, but we're... Truthology for ufology. That's who we are. Right? All right. Remember when they say if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out? Why? Why? You know, I tried so many stupid things. All right. Alien bless.
Control life.